guys, welcome to our channel, Exploring It All. I'm Miraculous Girl. Join me and my dad while we explore subscription boxes, the outdoors, gear and equipment, and other fun things and places. Before we get started, hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Ding! Thank you for watching.
Well, thank you for that amazing introduction, Miraculous Girl, and thank you everyone for joining us again here on Exploring It All. So, as the description said, we got MedicBox. Now this is box 2. It has been out for a while, and as you can see, mine came pretty beat up. Now, I knew what was in the box because I saw it on some other reviewers that got theirs before mine. But I did open this just to make sure all the contents were there since it was destroyed. I did comment on their Facebook page about, actually I provided a picture of it, and they told me, hey, let us know if there's a problem or anything's broken or missing. I think everything was okay. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, but they said that, you know, to let them know and they'd take care of it. So I just wanted to get started. We've been on vacation for a month, so I am behind. I actually, right behind this, I'm going to be filming box number 3 because I have that as well. And that'll round out our MedicBox. Now, before I get started on this real quick, explain this. I get the Pro Box. The Pro Box is $100. There is a regular box. I want to say the regular box, just the standard box, is $50. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but I think it's $50. It's at MedicBox.com. I really like this. Now, the way they're setting this up is the first 3 boxes are for a Duty IFAK, for an emergency responder or someone like that to have an individual first aid kit. And it's more of a trauma kit than it is a ouchie boo boo kit. And in box 1, I didn't realize it at first, and you can see it on the card. You see all the items that came in here, but this was actually the pouch that it came in, and they were showing you exactly where to put everything. And I didn't realize that at first until I started reading through all the descriptions and stuff. But anyway, so we're going to go through box 2. We're going to put all that in the pouch. We'll do the same with box 3 when I get to that. And then our next box is going to be phase 2, and it is going to be a vehicle emergency kit. And it'll be interesting to see how those differ. And then that will be 3 boxes. And then phase 3 is going to be an EDC, an everyday carry first aid kit. And then phase 4 is a home first aid kit. So it's going to be really interesting to see all that. Added, there's a pro item in each box. And the first one was the SOG shears. But the pro item doesn't necessarily go with the theme, is what I'm finding. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with box number 2. You open it up and it's not crushed. And this is what it looks like. So we got our card with our items here. Sorry about the light. I really wish they went with a white card with dark print. It would be a lot easier to read. And like I said, I couldn't even see the black case in that photo. Really, it's really hard to see. So our first item is the cat tourniquet. And I'm going to open this up with the knife. This is the BSD Brunter, something like that we got last month. I think my other knife of the month is on the other side of the table over there. And you got your first aid, your tourniquet here. This is a cat tourniquet. I want to say these are considered the better ones. I always get confused on the tourniquets. I've never had to use one. We did deal with gunshot wounds when I worked in the prison system, and I've been trained on them, but it has been a little while since I have been trained on them, and I probably should brush up on that. I think, and it does have instructions on there, so I should probably read through that and do that. I need Doc P. I need Doc P we could put this on his arm and and cut off the blood flow. All right, so that is the tourniquet. Now, you know what? At the end, we're going to pack all this into the kit. That's what we'll do. That's how I'll do this. So the tourniquet. Next up, we have an EMT glove pouch. Is that this? Yes. I used to carry a glove pouch on my belt. I used to wear the old Sam Brown belt, and it has a do not eat 'em on here. I used to wear an old Sam Brown. This is by Condor, and I have a few of these actually, similar anyway. And it has a little hole in here, and you can pack a bunch of nylon, not nylon. I can't think of the name. The nitrate gloves. You can pack a bunch in here. I worked in the medical facility at the end of my career as a correctional officer, and we had boxes of gloves sitting by, but I did carry a glove pouch. I want to say I could put about 5 pair of gloves in here, and they're all the same, and you just have one sticking out, and you just pull them out. And it's a nice way to have them. We needed them, so that's cool. This is actually not going to go in the kit, obviously. It's going to be off to the side, I would say. That's a separate belt item. Let's see. Next up, we have compressed gauze. That is this. Compressed gauze, Z-folded. It's vacuum packed. Is it in another? No, it doesn't appear. So it needs to stay sterile. So this is going to stay in there. This is the compressed gauze. It is what it is. It's compressed gauze. Sterile fluff bandage, perfect tool to use in conjunction with compression bandages to deal with serious blood loss. And I believe we got a compression bandage in the first one. So there's that. Let's see. Flat pack tape. I have to say, this is an underrated item right here, flat pack tape. When we were out at range and I don't know, different things would happen, just even you rip your uniform, something, in the heat of the moment, you're not going to take it off and start sewing. And duct tape comes in really handy. It also holds on bandages. Put some gauze down and wrap some duct tape around it, it'll stay. I've used duct tape on a heater hose in a car one time when I was in the middle of nowhere and I didn't have any other choice. So you got the duct tape here, and it even has a peel strip on there. I think that's cool. It's interesting. I've never seen this provided in a first aid kit before. I think that's really cool. Trauma shears. And all right, here we go. We got some trauma shears. I'll open this up. So these will go inside our kit. These things are usually pretty good. I'm not sure, there's no brand on these. A lot of times these are not huge, but I've seen these cut pennies. So they do have the ability to cut, and these will go inside the trauma pack, and we'll address the pro item from the first box when we put these in that IFAK. But anyway, so we have those. We're gonna move this over here a little bit. Oh, look, I got a sticker. So, MedicBox sticker. And next up we have, let's see here, pin light. And that is this. And it's got a little block on it so the light doesn't get triggered, and I'm going to leave that on there. Now this has the pupil eye dilation thing, and you can dilate people's eyes or whatever, and it tells you how big they are. I would have to go back and start looking to see which means what, because I forget. But it is a little flashlight, not overly bright, but enough to get the job done. And like I said, it has this little stop feature in here, so when we put it in the thing, it doesn't actually get triggered. So you got that. And it says it's a pinpoint light for illuminating eyes, ears, and throat, stuff like that. So that's all of our, I'm going to say, the basic items. That's the main kit one. And then we have our pro item. And one of the reviewers was talking about this pro item and talking about how he, this was like the third one of these he got or something. I've never received one of these. Okay, I need to, it is taped closed. So bear with me. And this is some type of signaling light. This thing's pretty cool. I'm gonna try and activate it. I'm trying to see what else is in the box here. Oh, it has a charging cable, so it must be some sort of rechargeable type thing. Is that magnetic? It is. That is magnetic. That is really cool. My first thought on this, because it shows it flashing red and stuff, is I could play Starsky and Hutch and stick it on the top of my car. All right, so yeah, if anyone remembers Starsky and Hutch, this is on a swivel. There's your charging port. It is a C-style charger they've come up with. It probably needs to be charged a little bit. It's called Guardian Angel. So let's see if I push buttons, if it does anything. It does not. All right. So I have the Guardian Angel Micro Series light here, and I've charged it up, and I now have it working, and I'll go through some of the modes. I'm not going to go through all of them, but this thing's really cool. As I mentioned earlier, it is magnetic, and it has quite a grip. So if you want to play Starsky and Hutch, you can, although it doesn't flash blue. Now, you have a lot of buttons here. It does have this is the charging port. It's a C-charge charging port. And you have a tether here, lanyard, pole thing. So from the top, working from the top, if you press this logo button right here, the front and rear LEDs. Now, I want to say the front ones, well, one's red and one's white. And they're going to scroll. They're both scrolling opposite directions. Try not to blind you in the lights, but kind of see that. And if you hold it down, everything on here flashes. So there does that. Turn it off. Now, next step, you have the top light right here, and that is this one right here. And you have on, off, or flashing, and off. So there's that one. Then you have this one, which is your red LEDs. And there's a couple different modes for those. You have scrolling, you have left to right, off. And if you hold it, you got your battery level. I'm at 4 right now because there's 4 of them. So there we go. So there's that. Over here we have brightness settings. Let's see, I'm upside down. So that's this one. And I want to say, do I have to turn something on? I must have to turn it on. And flashing, and that's probably true of everything. It is, so you can set everything, brightness on the absolute brightest down to the lowest. As you cycle through everything. And if you hold it, it does the SOS 3 short, 3 long, 3 short with all the lights. Turn that off. And then this one right here is the front LEDs. You got on, you got flashing or scrolling. And then left to right. And then off. And down here at the bottom we have a work light on. And if you hold it, it goes into the front on and the rear flashing. So that's all the modes in this. I think this thing's really cool. Like I said, Other reviewer talked about getting this in other boxes. I've never seen this before. I have actually never seen this item. I think it's really cool. I like it. And definitely going in my car. So there's that. All right, so that's a look at the Guardian Angel Micro Series Light. And now let's go on to part 2 here, which is packing this up the way they show us that it's supposed to be packed. So I have the kit from the first box, and we're going to pack all this stuff in here as they show it's supposed to be packed in. So we're going to open this up. We have all the items, and I'm going to kind of position this the way it is in the picture to me. First up, we have number 1, the cat tourniquet. Now the cat tourniquet is going on the outside right here. This is kind of bungee materials. Elastic, I guess would be the correct terminology. And that's so this is easy access. The idea is if you need a tourniquet, you need it fast. You don't want to have to open it and look for it. And you want to know how to use it too. All right, so there's that. Next up, we have, let's see, the EMT glove pouch is not part of this. This is separate. So, and this does have MOLLE on the back and all that for going on your belt. You can put it on MOLLE type stuff. Let's see, number 3, we have the compressed gauze. The compressed gauze, they're telling us to put right down here. And underneath this is the chest seals. And this is our compressed bandage, I believe, over here. Then number 4 is the flat pack tape. They're putting that over here. So we got that. I almost wonder if I should open that one. Then we have our trauma shears, and I wanted to address this because it was mentioned in one of the previous ones with the trauma shears, but we got these SOG ones. Well, these technically were in the Pro box, so if you only got the basic one, you didn't get shears in the first one. I will say every EMT, ambulance guy, paramedic that came in on pickups in the prison, every one of them had a Raptor, the Leatherman Raptor trauma shears. I saw a couple other ones, but these are pretty nice. But these are going to be on your belt, separate item. So they sent this, and that way, you know, even the regular subscribers have their complete kit. So you have the trauma shears, and then finally you have the pin light, and they have the pin light going in right here. And if I can, put it under there so it holds into place. And that's box 2. I'm going to throw the instructions for the cat tourniquet in there so I don't lose them. And you zip this all up. And that is part 2, all put in the kit. We do have the pouch, and then of course we have these other 2 Pro items. So that's a look at box 2 from the MedicBox. So far, I'm really kind of enjoying the way this subscription is. This is a pretty unique deal. And hopefully we'll be doing some more. Might even have some surprises coming up in the future. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember, hit like, subscribe, and be nice to each other. This is really awesome. The roller coaster actually comes through this building.